VR strategies, interior design to supersize and grow your business. Are there things we can learn from those strategies that we can use in our businesses to help them supersize and grow? I'm going to say absolutely yes. So I'll give some examples of different companies that are applying and gaining the advantages in the areas that we can do too. Of course, I do not have a magnifying glass, so this should be interesting. So interior design is really utilizing in different ways virtual reality. VR stands, of course, for virtual reality. And virtual reality means a digital representation of something. In this case, a room or a layout or a building, or they're used very commonly in architecture firms. And most architecture firms also have some kind of a, obviously, design type feature, as well as interior design. So some of the examples I have here today are actually architectural companies that do, of course, design, because architects design things, buildings and things like that, and bridges and everything else. But we're not talking about bridges, although there can be applied to those companies as well. It's revolutionizing the ability to see things. I think one of the things that people struggle with in different industries like architecture, design, interior design, furniture companies, and real estate is another one, is people don't necessarily have the ability to see what could be. And if you have that ability in any of those places, it gives you a strategic advantage and a competitive advantage over other people that are less visual or less able to imagine things. Well, VR actually helps to level the playing field, because people that don't necessarily have great vision, and a lot of times those might be our customers in those industries, we can help them to see, which does incredible things for our business and for the bottom line as well. Not only does it give us a competitive advantage, because a lot of people aren't using virtual reality or augmented reality technology these days, but those that are finding that it's a incredible competitive advantage, because it helps the customers and the designers and all of the key players in the process actually physically, well, digitally see the design, the different phases. It helps to reduce errors, reduce quality problems, reduce rework. It helps to get everyone on the same page as they're envisioning the product, right? Which is maybe a designed room for interior design, or a building in the case of architecture. Studio 216 has seen a 30% increase in their client satisfaction since they started using virtual reality. Virtual reality can help reduce errors and revisions. Any type of a design process, architectural, interior design, picking furniture, picking colors even, can be enhanced by using virtual reality, because it lets you actually virtually walk through the rooms, or walk through the building, or walk through picking color palettes and then seeing them on the walls or the furniture or the prints on different furniture pieces, etc. Furniture companies as well, which are of course part of interior design, using it. IKEA has used it to enhance their sales satisfaction, as well as to reduce their return rates. It also helps us to streamline the design process. If everybody's in one room on one page, and a company called Genslar uses virtual reality in virtual meetings, so all of the key players can meet together and see what they're working on. It minimizes misunderstandings. It reduces the number of change orders that are required, and it streamlines the process so that the product timelines are shortened for design and developing their products and services. It also is a way to use innovative design solutions. You can try out different avenues. Designers can play with different types of design. They can experiment with different designs, different styles, different modalities, different colors, etc., different layouts in a digital, quick and easy way, without having to actually physically design or do the things. You can virtually see how the room is going to look when it's decorated the way you want it to be decorated. So for booking big growth and for taking competitive advantage, companies, one called HOK is an architecture firm, and they have been using it again for design creativity and for testing and experimenting with different types of virtual reality layouts, etc. And then it also helps to boost business growth because it gives us the competitive advantage. It gives us increased efficiency, which is reduced costs, right? And cost savings. It's less expensive to do it right the first time because you've done a good plan. To me, virtual reality is like a walkthrough planning part of the process of creating anything that we want. There's a company called SOM, which stands for Skidmore, Owens, and Merrill, and they're an architectural firm as well that has been using it for cost savings and increased efficiency by streamlining their design processes and letting customers actually see what the process is like and what's going on and what they're creating before they create it. So it's a lot easier to look at it, make changes, and then get it right, get the plan right in the first place than to have to redo it. And there's also a company called a Finnish design company called Marimekko that has had great success with virtual reality. So how could you apply virtual reality to your business? That's the biggest question. Is there a way that you could increase your customer satisfaction, reduce return rates, or cement the sale because people know exactly what they're getting and that's what they say yes to and that's what they get? It's a cost-effective solution. It's an initial investment, but then once you've got the technology and the software and everything installed, you can use it in different ways and ever-increasing ways to automate your processes, streamline your processes, make sure that the communication and that everybody's on the same page when you're producing something. It can enhance creativity because you can test out and look at and try all kinds of different things without having to physically go get them or physically deal with them or buy them and move them around, etc. And it also helps us to standardize, automate, and have better quality control, which is right up my alley. So love to know, have you played with VR? Have you thought about it? Are you using it in your business? Share your stories in the comments below so we can learn and get excited and see how we might be able to use it in our businesses. That's it. Have an awesome day. I'll, of course, do it tomorrow with another interesting strategy. And I like to share specific industries and examples of how they're using it because I think that's more valuable than just talking about virtual reality in general terms and saying, well, yeah, it sounds really good, but how would I apply that to my business? All right. Have a great day. I'll be with you tomorrow.